Good morning and happy Halloween on this absolutely gorgeous October day. The clouds are very few, the sun's shining, it's very warm. In fact, I'm getting hot. But more importantly, this. Now, as you remember, I bought this a couple of weeks ago. We had this absolutely horrendous piece of kit. I mean, this is so thin and light and hollow with buttons that do nothing apart from music, which is better left alone. In fact, I've disabled the sound. This fits in the back here. I've disabled the speaker. When I say disabled, I mean I've just cut it off, and the lights at the rear, because they are all part of the existing circuitry. So this PCB sat inside there with the on-off switch, some lights and sound, the receiver, speed controller, all built in, all on board, and the power. Now, that configuration was useless to me, because I certainly don't need the sound. The control was terrible. The range was about 8 to 10 feet on a full charge. Absolutely no good. So I bought myself a new controller. Obviously, for a train, you only need one of the joysticks. This is useless. It's 2.4 gigahertz. Takes 4 AA batteries, and the whole thing came with, let's just get this top off, take that off and put that there, with the receiver. So I paid £40 for the controller and the receiver. Not too bad, really. I mean, I did want to go with the Deltang for all of this, for everything, but I got impatient, and there's a model shop just down the road. So last weekend I went into there and bought this. When I looked into it more, I realised that I needed more. So this is a very simple configuration. We have the receiver. Channel 2 is plugged into a speed controller. This is a very inexpensive. This was £10. This is for a model aeroplane. The downside of using this particular piece is that I don't have reverse on this particular train. That's not important at the moment. If I decide I need reverse, then I'll buy another one of those. But the next model up was £40. It was chunky, it was too much, but that's all they had in stock. So I went for this for now, because I just wanted to get this thing running. This is wired into the power. So I've soldered that with some casing to the battery. Speed controller goes to the receiver, which has its own on-off switch there. So the way this works is, one switches on the controller, the receiver, which is the on-off for the whole Loco. While this is spring-loaded, I need to hold this down while I switch that on. The light tells me it's on. And now if I release the, you hear that? That's binding. A moment, let's just try that again. that off. There is a neck to this, that's on. Hold that down, switch that on. Right, wait for the beep. That should now... There we go. There we are. And we're off. There you go. Right, it's as simple as that. There is a knack. While I've got the spring in this, it means I have to hold that down to the 0 position, because for this, how we've got this set up now, the controller doesn't need to be in the center for off. It's actually off at the bottom, which gives me a really good range of speeds across the whole thing from 0 all the way up, because there's no reverse. So let's take it onto the track and have a quick test run.